Hey, ElvisCupGuy here. Hey, you guys are going to want to stay tuned to watch this entire video all the way through. You're not going to believe what I'm getting ready to show you guys. First of all, let me just say this. I went to one of the local record stores in my area and I bought a bunch of Elvis albums. Okay, so I'm going to briefly show you those. But the very last album that I'm going to show you is a copy of CLAMBAKE by Elvis. You're not going to believe what I discovered about it, okay? So I'm going to show that to you, and I've got a mystery piece of Elvis memorabilia that I received in the mail a couple days ago. That's going to be at the very end of the video, but hey, hang tight. I'm going to show you all this Elvis vinyl, and you're not going to believe what I discovered about my copy of CLAMBAKE, and it's going to start now. All right, what you guys are looking at now are some of the records I got at the record store the other day. First of all, Roustabout reissue from 1977. And hey, it's got that cool version of Little Egypt made famous by the Coasters a couple years before that. Here's Elvis as recorded at Madison Square Garden reissue. It's the first album I ever bought with my own money, my paper route money. Okay, here's A Date with Elvis. And of course, a lot of original Sun recordings were on this LP, and this is a reissue also. I bought all these because they were in such great shape. It was like somebody just bought them and put them away. Love Letters from Elvis. This is a tan label release, and you know, Elvis sang Love Letters the night I saw him, February 21st, 1977 in Charlotte, North Carolina. Double Trouble. Hey, a lot of people discount this soundtrack, but I'm telling you, it's got Blue River and that cool duet Elvis does with himself, Could I Fall in Love? And of course, you know, nothing needs to be said about this double LP. This is not a reissue. This is a double LP tan label, okay, gatefold, so pretty cool. This is a reissue from 1977, Elvis on stage, February 1970. Great shape, black label, of course. All right, and Elvis, Aloha from Hawaii, gatefold. Interestingly enough, this is a tan label, and it is not quadraphonic, okay? It's just regular stereo, but it is not die cut, okay? But it is a gatefold. And Elvis Now. I've always liked Elvis Now. I always liked the cover. Cool album. And, you know, coincidentally, it's got, what is it? Help Me Make It Through the Night by Chris Christopherson, who just passed away, sadly. So anyway, there is Blue Hawaii reissue from 77, but it's in great shape. So I'll add this to my other 90 copies of Blue Hawaii that I have. And what's next here? Okay, Elvis, Welcome to My World. This was sandwiched in between Elvis as recorded live from Elvis Presley Boulevard that came out in 76 and Moody Blue that came out later in 77. This was released just a couple weeks after I saw Elvis in February of 77 in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, CLAMBAKE. I'm going to lay it on you guys what I found out about this, okay? So this is a reissue, okay? And I'll zoom in there and you can see the catalog number, APL1-2565, okay? Now, look at what I uncovered, okay? So there's the front of it, nothing that special, okay? You flip it over, and there's the back. And man, there are a lot of good songs on CLAMBAKE, especially the bonus songs, Guitar Man, Big Boss Man, and Just Call Me Lonesome. And it's also got You Don't Know Me on there, okay? So, man, Guitar Man, Big Boss Man, and Just Call Me Lonesome. Great songs as bonuses on the CLAMBAKE album, which, you know, that was a movie that was kind of panned by critics, and the soundtrack's kind of panned some of the songs in the movie, but man, it's got some good songs on here. Now, I did not wipe the dust off this thing yet. I just filmed it real quick, but it's in really good shape. And like I said, this is a 77, 78 reissue, okay? But now let me show you what I found out, what I noticed, okay? So there's the front, okay, nothing different. Zoom in once again to that catalog number, APL1-2565. But now let me flip it over and look really close. Look really close. Top right-hand corner. I'm going to zoom in. Look what they did. An old school way of photoshopping. They kind of blurred out the original catalog numbers. CLAMBAKE, LPM 3893 and LSP 3893. they kind of colored over that, but you can still see the ghost writing there. But you see the new catalog number, APL1-2565, but I never noticed that before, okay? So I really tripped out when I looked closely, and I think I was looking to see if there was any corner dings, and I was like, wait a minute. They took the old slick and kind of did some Photoshop. Well, they didn't have Photoshop back then, but they did some just retouching to that back cover, and just kind of, they didn't do a very good job of erasing that, okay? So anyway, and what I did in the meantime is I took some of my other copies out and I compared, okay? So check this out, all right? Now there's with the bonus photo sticker, and you flip it over, and I took the bonus photo out and displayed there so you could see it, Elvis and Priscilla, okay? But check this out, okay? Yeah, there's another photo of the hype sticker or the bonus photo sticker. But I'm going to compare these for you and show you how they match up. Okay, so there's how it really looked in the beginning, the original pressing, the mono and the stereo. And then there is the 1977 reissue. You see where they kind of whited out that the black printing for the original catalog number and put in the new APL1-2565? I never knew that they did that. So anyway, I tripped out when I saw this. So, man, it's got, that Clambake album has 3 different catalog numbers on it. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all that Elvis vinyl that I got the other day at the record store. And wow, what a wild variation of Clambake that I never knew existed. I never paid that much attention to the back of the album. But anyway, without any further delay, I promised you guys, I told you I had a mystery Elvis item, a piece of memorabilia that I got in the mail a couple days ago. So without any further delay, I'm gonna turn this camera around and show it to you right now. All right, what you guys are looking at now is a special edition Lansky Brothers magazine that the store put out back in the day. And it's actually signed by Bernard Lansky. And there you can see him on the front of the magazine. But it was actually signed by Bernard Lansky there in Memphis. And, you know, it's full of articles and photos of Elvis and Lansky's and the kind of whole story, how it started. And if you're wondering why I bought this thing, and it came to me in the mail just a couple days ago, is I'll show you here coming up in a minute at the end of the video why I have such an interest in Lansky Brothers and something signed by Bernard Lansky. And you'll see it here in just a minute. But anyway, it's just the history of Lansky Brothers and Elvis. And there's kind of some ads in here for Lansky Brothers here at the Peabody Hotel. There they are, all the different generations of the Lansky family. And, of course, there's Elvis shopping there. And on the right, you can see Jailhouse Rock still. But anyway, like I said, the front of this magazine is actually signed by Mr. Lansky. And that's really important to me because what I'm getting ready to show you, there's another article about Elvis. I'm going to show you something directly related to Bernard Lansky and Lansky Brothers. That's why I bought this magazine signed by him. So anyway, you're not going to believe it. Anyway, there's a good shot of it. But hey, coming up now, hey, guess what I own? I own Elvis Presley's early 1970s 3-piece polyester custom made by Lansky Brothers. You can see the label there, and there it is, styled for Elvis Presley. The labels are in the vest or the overcoat thing, the jacket. Both, they say Lansky Brothers and made for Elvis Presley. And I've also got the damn pants. And this has been verified and corroborated with Lansky Brothers. And I've gotten, documentation and emails from them stating that this is 100% legit, made by Lansky Brothers in the early 70s for Elvis Aaron Presley. And there it is. There's the label. And man, I'm just so proud to have it.